Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's Bendy and the Ink Machine video, we take a look at the latest Bendy news released over the past week, as well as a brand new mini theory related to the hashtag on a tweet from the game's official Twitter page. It was recently announced that Bendy would be part of this year's Inktober, a trending event during October that calls artists to sketch up something new each and every day of the month. TheMeatly announced that October would also be the month of Bendy, and will be packed full of news and announcements surrounding him. Some of these no doubt relate to Chapter 5 itself, while others are instead likely related to other stuff such as new merchandise. After all, it seems there are some yet to be revealed Bendy toys on the way. All of this news was accompanied by the hashtag #FightYourDemon, which has replaced the old Chapter 5 hashtag, The Ink Demon Rises. Could this relate to the character of Henry and give us a hint at his dark past? Something we've yet to touch on in previous theories. Today we take a look at this possibility. Before we jump into this theory, I'd like to quickly recap the latest Bendy news and also mention that all upcoming Bendy and the Ink Machine news throughout October will be covered here at SuperHorrorBro. I will be changing the way I present Bendy theories this month to coincide with Bendy news and release them as part of the same video. This means I can elaborate on any news announcements with theories without spamming lots of videos on the channel. Also, Chapter 5 will mark a full week of Bendy content on this channel, as we look at new theories, secrets, and of course a full playthrough of the latest chapter itself, so be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. So, with that said, what's new with Bendy? Yesterday we saw the start of a new letter game on the game's official Twitter page, which may be quite far along by the time you watch this video. At the time of uploading it though, the only letter we have is the letter B. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with how this works, during the lead up to the release of a new chapter, the official Bendy Twitter page will begin tweeting out a letter each day which eventually spells out a sentence related to the game. This often culminates in the final word of the sentence being spammed out during the final day, and then something cool releasing shortly after, such as the release date for the chapter or a new trailer. As TheMeatly has stated this October will be the month of Bendy, it is likely we may get one of these words each week, with a special surprise launching at the end of each word. But nobody knows right now, so be sure to keep an eye on the Twitter to see where this mystery leads. There was also a new trailer launched, showcasing the console versions of Bendy and the Ink Machine, which launch on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on October 26, and a little later on November 20th for Nintendo Switch. This trailer doesn't seem to show anything new, but it's very nicely edited and is a good way to get hyped for the game's console debut, so go check it out if you haven't already. And if you're playing on PC, it was also announced by the team at Joey Drew Studios that Bendy will be 20% off until Chapter 5's launch on October 26th. This is when the complete edition releases at full price, and as a way to give back to fans, the developers are offering existing owners of Bendy Chapter 1 to 4, the final chapter, completely free. Which is pretty awesome, right? So if you're a PC gamer and interested but haven't had the chance to dive into the twisted world of Joey Drew Studios yet, now is a great time to jump in. And with that, I believe we are caught up on all the latest Bendy news, so let's jump into today's theory. Does Henry have a dark side? What was the real reason he left Joey Drew Studios behind 30 years ago? This latest hashtag suggests on first glance that, as previously predicted, Henry will have to come face to face with Demon Bendy in Chapter 5 and fight him in a boss encounter. This is exciting news, but expected given this will be the game's grand finale. But if we look a little deeper into the meaning behind this sentence, it could also hint at something else. Something story related, and something which would change Henry's character drastically. See, I don't know about you guys, but I've always assumed Henry was a relatively nice guy. He is soft-spoken and seems to put himself in harm's way for others. After all, he makes his way headfirst into Alice Angel's lair to save his pal Boris during Chapter 4, braving many dangers along the way. But could this all be a way of Henry seeking redemption for the sins of his past? A past that haunts him within the walls of the old workshop and caused him to turn his back on Joey and leave so early in his career. Fight your demon. It sounds as if Henry has some skeletons in his closet, a darkness we are yet to discover. One moment that did make me contemplate this idea in the past was when Alice Angel made the following comment to Henry in Chapter 4.
It's a funny thing, how so much can fall apart so fast. You never really had control of the studio. Either you were in someone's pocket, or you were putting someone into yours. I just wanted what was promised to me. I just wanted to be beautiful. Surely you can understand that.
Alice mentions things fell apart fast, that people were controlling others, and that she just wanted what was promised to her, insisting that Henry could surely understand this, which makes it seem as though Henry may have had an injustice done to him in the past. Now, we've talked about this in past theory videos. I believe Henry had created the original idea for Bendy, but then Joey Drew refused his design, altered it, and then took credit for the character himself. If this theory is correct, then it would explain why Joey could be Bendy, but also why Henry would view this creation as his demon. It may also explain why Henry makes this comment in the Chapter 5 announcement trailer.
Henry, why are you here?
The Ink Demon has something that we need. I'm going after him.
What could the Ink Demon have that Henry needs? Perhaps his old friend Joey, or perhaps a dark secret Henry needs to confront from his past in order to seek redemption and closure. Could this search for closure be the reason he accepted Joey's invitation to return to the workshop after so much time had passed? I have no idea what Henry's dark secret could be, or even if he has one for sure, but maybe it could relate to the wheelchair. You know, that mysterious wheelchair that played such an important role in Henry's vision at the end of Chapter 1, but then has never resurfaced since. Did Henry and Joey fight over the creation of Bendy and who he belonged to? Did Henry perhaps cause an accident that put Joey in a wheelchair, causing him to leave the studio, disgusted by what he had done to his old friend over the rights to a cartoon character? And did this accident cause Joey to grow into the twisted and manipulative old man that ended up being responsible for the inhumane experiments at the studio? Which would explain why Henry returned and why he needs to fight his demon. If this theory is at least in part correct, it would help us understand and to a degree sympathise with Joey Drew, despite all the pain and suffering he has seemingly caused for workers at his animation studio. It would also explain the deeper meaning of this hashtag and give added depth to the character of Henry, a character we still know very little about. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And that's it for today's video. Please remember to give it a like if you did enjoy watching, and maybe drop a comment too, as well as subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you never miss an upload. This channel specializes in variety horror content, including creepypasta readings, horror gaming facts and theories, and general interest pop culture horror videos. So if you're interested in all things spooky, you'll find something to enjoy here at SuperHorrorBro. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.